Don, I'm going to gauge you right now.
Yes.
So Gleyber Torres is not in the starting lineup today. He's been playing awful baseball. His 12 errors are more than any second baseman in the game. So he's not playing. He's not in the lineup. Mm-hmm. This is what Boone said.
Okay.
And by the way, this, is very sponsored. It's Diamond Notes, brought to you by London Jewelers and driven by Nissan. Boone said benching Torres was a product of just feeling that he needs it. Said he might give Torres multiple days off. He said health has nothing to do with that. Is that enough for you?
No.
But he's saying that he's fine health-wise. He's being benched.
Yeah, because he's not playing well. But is he being benched because he didn't bust it down the first base line?
He's probably being benched because he's not playing well.
Okay, well, if that's the answer, then I have to accept that as a reason. So he's not being what I'm taking from it is he is not being disciplined for not busting down the first base line. He is being benched because he's not producing, and they think, what's the phrase nowadays is like a mental health day or kind of hit the reset button, whatever it is.
Right.
Well, then that's the reason. So I am going to go under the assumption he is not being disciplined for not busting down the first base line.
And I think you'd be right.
Okay, well, then I don't have a problem.
Because I think most managers are not that upset when players don't run hard to first base.
But they can't be upset because it'll do damage to their reputation as being a player manager. I think Aaron Boone, who is a third-generation Major League Baseball player, was disgusted that a guy that's struggling, that is given the opportunity to clean up on what is a first-place team, after his team just climbed back into the game, decided not to bust it down the first base line, made Aaron Boone sick.
One thing about the Gleyber stuff that I think should be noted, when he jogged to first base, Don and Peter, this was right after Judge's home run. The Yankees were so much back in it. They took the Met fans out of the crowd, essentially, quieted him down because they're thinking, we're going to blow this to the Yankees. And the next batter, I don't care if you hit a soft ground ball anywhere, you run to first base like your head's on fire. Instead, he barely jogged. He took all of the air out of the balloon. That's why it got Boone's attention. So it wasn't a groin pull. It was a guy that was totally lost, a guy that is sickened by the fact that he can't hit, a guy that is probably panicking that he's having about as bad a year as you could have as a pending free agent, and he decided to take it out on the team and just jog to first base. I give Boone credit for sitting him down for a couple of days.
No, it's the right thing to do, and I do think that there is some value of making that public, because I'm only going to protect my players so far. You have to earn that right to be protected. And I think part of earning that right is not just being a great player, because not all of that is always in your control. Clearly, he's not having a great year. Clearly, he's not the player we thought he was when he first came up. When I said on this air, and it's a freezing cold take, that he was going to be better than Judge. And that didn't turn out to be the case. But not busting it, Michael, that's something I think you should be allowed as a manager or a head coach to be able to call your player out on. Because I should at least expect that. Now, I understand when you're frustrated. That probably lent to him jogging down the first base. He's probably disgusted with himself in the way that
absolutely.
He's playing. But that's the one thing that you have to try to get over and control. Because it is a bad look that in that particular moment, the way you're struggling, have your fans see you not look like you care in that particular moment.